Next, how a school district in Kansas is grappling with the problems of homeless students. PBS special correspondent Lisa Stark of our partner Education Week reports. It's part of our weekly series, Making the Grade.
Let's go, keep the ball in bounds.
It's varsity basketball practice at Schlegel High School in Kansas City, Kansas. And 6'6" senior Malik Kashan is the tallest guy on the team, determined on the court and off.
I just had to set my mind to it, had to be focused, real focused, to get back where I needed to be.
Back from a place he never expected to find himself. A few months ago, Malik had nowhere to live.
Me and my mother had a little miscommunication, and one word led to another. I don't want to get too deep into it because I still love my mother, but it just wasn't right at the moment, so she just kicked me out.
All right, start over.
Did you realize he was homeless?
I did not know. I did not know.
How did you find out?
He told me. He told me through a text message.
But by the time Malik told Coach Prentice Potts what was going on, he was sleeping on a friend's floor and had missed nearly a month of school. A common problem for homeless students who are more likely to fall behind and drop out.
If I'm jumping from place to place, I'm not as focused on my schoolwork. I got to think about what I'm eating for the night. I got to think about how bills gonna get paid. I got to think about all this extra stuff.
It blew me away. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up. It blew me away for the simple fact is he never communicated anything like that, and his spirits are always so high. You never could tell by looking at him that's what he was going through.
My little sister, my big brother.
Malik now lives in housing for homeless youth and gets services from the school district. Under federal law, districts must identify homeless students, those on the streets, doubled up in motels and shelters, or like Malik, on their own.
Did you do the intake with Miss Marie?
Districts must also have a homeless liaison. Here, that's Carrie Rennick. Her job is to make sure homeless students have the support they need to stay in school.
We provide educational services to make sure that kids get enrolled in school, get transportation back and forth to school, and then just kind of ensuring that their everyday needs are met.
Student homelessness is a widespread problem. Nearly 1 in 4 school districts in the U.S. gets federal grant money to help provide services for homeless students. And that money is stretched thin. It amounts to an average of $50 per student. So the district also counts on outside help.
Everything in here is donated.
This room overflows with supplies for homeless students and families. This is one of the poorest districts in Kansas. This year, the school district expects to help more than 1,000 homeless students, nearly 5% of the student population. Over time, the solution became clear. To help homeless students, they needed to help homeless families.
I had to come to the realization that I wasn't doing enough. That although everything that I was doing was well intended, I was putting a Band-Aid on things.
In 2015, Rennick put out a call for help. 27 groups responded, nonprofits, civic groups, state agencies.
I think the level of collaboration is very unusual.
Desiree Moniz runs Avenue of Life, a nonprofit that helps low-income families and oversees this collaboration.
For my oldest daughter, her school had referred me to here.
Here's how it works. Once a family is certified by the school district as homeless, they can get assistance through a program called Impact Wednesday. They meet with a case manager, take classes on employment, finance, and housing. In return, there is help finding a job and a home.
Pay for transportation, food, and clothing.
The program has taken off.
We piloted last year when the school district opened in August, and in the close of year 1, we were able to house 58 families, permanently housed, and saw a 19% reduction in homelessness within the district by the close of year 1.
And already this school year, 65 families settled in homes. Including the family of second grader Daisy Swift, her 5th grade sister Cece Tybout, and their mom, Angela Jordan, a hairdresser.
You guys have everything together?
What if the school district program hadn't been there to help you?
We wouldn't be here right now. I don't know where we would be. We'd probably be on the streets or living in our car.
Avenue of Life found them this one-bedroom apartment, covered the deposit and 1 month's rent. The girls attend their original elementary school, even though it's not their neighborhood school. Federal law requires districts to provide transportation to the school students started the year in, even if they move into permanent housing during the school year.
To keep one kid at one school for 1 year would just have the best outcome for their learning and their potential to pass and go on to the next grade.
They knew that that was their safe zone. You know, they could go there and be relaxed and know that they were fine there.
These transportation costs do add up. 2 years ago, the district spent $450,000 to transport homeless students.
I'll see you guys after school.
But they reduced that by more than 20% last year by finding homes for families.
Do you have cooking stuff that's in your house?
No.
Kansas City didn't start out to rescue homeless families, but that's just what happened when they focused on saving students.
What is your goal for these kids?
To see them graduate and end the cycle of homelessness. I mean, my greatest blessing would be for Malik to graduate and him never enter the system again.
Malik is on track to become the first of his siblings to get a traditional high school diploma. Then his plans include junior college.
Just me graduating, walking the stage is going to be a proud moment for us.
And a proud moment for the district.
Good, good.
Which found that fighting student homelessness takes a full court press. In Kansas City, Kansas, I'm Lisa Stark of Education Week for the PBS NewsHour.